Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Soul Sync podcast, where we talk about relationships, personal growth, and spirituality. So, listen, today I have an amazing guest. His name is Amarii Usher. He's a filmmaker, YouTuber, and creative genius who's known for his hilarious yet real takes on relationships and everyday life. With over 230K subscribers on YouTube, Amari's content has pretty much been a hit home for many of us, and yet he's especially with his web series skits and dive with his skits. He also dived deep into modern dating and relationships. So I'm excited to chat with him about the creative journey and what inspires his work and get his thoughts on some of today's biggest relationship challenges. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So Amarii, welcome to the show. I appreciate having you on here, bro.
Appreciate you for reaching out, man.
Hey, bro, no problem, no problem. No, all I generally just care about is seeing people win, bro. That's all I care about.
Same.
So look, first question.
Mm-hmm.
How did your journey of content creation begin, and what inspired you to start making YouTube videos?
It began 10 years ago when I was just a regular consumer watching Trey Melvin, Spoken Reasons. I used to binge watch their videos like back to back, and I wanted to make videos myself, but I had no background in videography or anything. I just wanted to make videos like them. So I started off with my iPhone. I made my first video, just explains to everybody what it's going to be about, what my channel is going to be about. It got like 100 views. So my second video was about relationships. That got 100 views. Like every time my video hit 100 views, I would just make another video because that's like confirmation that, okay, people are actually watching me.
Right.
So I transferred into making skits. I was still doing the rants every now and then, but I started getting into skits. Those were like really fun for me. Spoken Reasons dropped a short film that same year. It was 2014. And I wanted to do the same. Basically, I wanted to copy them and just, do what they were doing until I found my own lane. So that's what I did. I dropped my first short film. It was pretty bad looking at it now, of course, but I'm glad I made it because I'm here now. So
you gotta start somewhere, right?
Exactly.
Somewhere.
Yeah,
Nobody said everything's gonna be looking good on the first go around.
Yeah.
Shoot, remember Mr. Beast when he started making like old school Call of Duty videos and stuff like that? His joints was trash.
Exactly. Yeah.
But he kept doing content though, and then kept more and more. Next thing you know, look where he at now. One of the most top 10 YouTubers in the world right now.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
gotta keep going.
Facts. And I would say too, cause I love Trey Melvin and Spoken Reasons. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie though, because when I watched Spoken Reasons, I was in 5th grade, and he made that song "Lying on Your Dick," and then the whole thing like da 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 da. Like I just started like singing that the entire time. People like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, oh, bro, this song on YouTube, bro. It was funny as hell. I mean, I can't help it. But I used to love them though, because I would say that was kind of too like my entryway into at least learning about relationships.
Yeah.
But of course, what I'm doing now though, I didn't get into that till way later because it's kind of based off personal experiences, but also like what tied me to really just want to like speak out about it.
Yeah.
Because like, especially for us men, we always been told like, we always gotta be hard. We can't really express our emotions. But then when we don't express our emotions, then we looked at as a bad guy.
Exactly.
We don't or communicate,
all the time.
Yeah. So like to me, it kind of put me in this place where like, I want to be way more spaces out there for Black men, right? To where we can be able to express ourselves fully, but still be able to do the things that we want to do while being, like looked at in the wrong light about, and that we human too.
Exactly.
Like they expect that we can't show emotions, that we can't cry from time to time, or that we just can't express how we feel without it being some type of backlash or used against us in a weapon further down the line in a relationship.
Facts. Yeah.
So was there a defining moment where you knew filmmaking was your true passion and career path?
I'm trying to figure out when I got that realization. Probably when I hit like one of my milestones, whether it was getting 1 million views on the video or hitting 100,000 subscribers. Probably one of those, but that's when I knew like damn, people are really like, watching, and I can get to where Trey Melvin and Spoken Reasons was. Like it was just all possible for me. But now just film in general, like I just loved it overall. Like I wasn't even worried about if it was my calling or not. I just loved doing it. But when I started posting on social media last year, because I was only posting on YouTube like my first 8 years of YouTube. Like last year is when I really started posting on TikTok and Instagram. That's when everybody started to like know who I was and stuff. But that's when I knew, because I got so many messages, people saying like, bro, your videos have helped me. I got a toxic relationship. I'm self-improving. Like that's when I knew, like, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Nice. I love that, because
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing too, right? Is that, you know, we may hear certain things from different people, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but for some reason though, it may not click with us right then and there, but it
Yeah.
could just be a simple motivational quote. It could be a simple video. It could just
Mm-hmm.
simply just be, you could be walking out and about one day, and that same person may repeat that same thing again, but for
Yeah.
some reason that just sticks with you. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure. It was just probably because you probably felt more inclined to it, like more drawn to it, or it
Mm.
could be the energy or the vibe from that person or individual that kind of made you kind of make things click together. You
Yeah.
know,
It's the fact that they're a stranger. That's the part that just resonate with me the most, because the fact that a stranger can say this as opposed to like a friend, it really is more impactful to me.
I could respect that,
Yeah.
because it's same thing with me when I was long time ago. I was doing network marketing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, before I really knew how like the world works, you know, I'm thinking like, you know, okay, bet, like I got a network marketing, you know, I was able to get a chance to get some business events,
Mm-hmm.
like I get better connect with other people. And then I got home, right, went to an event, got home, want to tell my family about it, like,
Yeah.
hey, like, yeah, like, you know, I'm doing do, you know, and then they're like, yeah, that's great and stuff, but you know that's a scam, right? You know you're going to hell, right? Like, you know that's not going to work. I'm like, hold up, what? Like, I'm thinking the ones that's closest to me, I would think would be supporting me the most, but instead it's the people who are complete strangers who are willing to ride or die for you low key in the long run.
Yeah.
So like the
Yeah.
whole notion, honestly, whoever made blood stick in the water, I say they're full of shit in
Yeah.
my personal experience. Because
Mm-hmm.
even though they may be family,
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't mean that they're there for you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Facts.
parents are there, guardians, whoever it is, they're there to get you to 18. After 18, that's when you really got going about, right? You
Mm-hmm.
have a healthy relationship family, great. That's amazing. But for the ones who don't, like me, for example, right? We had to learn how to not take their opinions to heart. And that, because at the end of the day, when the lifestyle we want, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
things we want to achieve and do in life, they don't have that lifestyle.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, their opinions don't really matter because they're not in that field that you're trying to pursue.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So for something like that to even like trigger for something like that to even happen, you know, like me at a younger age, you know, like that kind of hurted me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to sit back and actually had to realize that not all family members or not everybody really is willing to see you win. Like sometimes you might just have to cut people off and keep them at a distance
Yeah.
because they're just not good for you right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So how would your approach to content creation? Like how did it change since you first started posting videos to now?
I would say now there's a lot more people that are wanting to help me and be in my videos, as opposed to before I had to like ask everybody to help. Like I had to literally reach out to people and stuff, and now I barely even have to do that. So I feel like that's the main thing as far as support. Um, I've always gotten support from my family. At first, my parents didn't really understand. Well, especially my mom, she didn't really understand how YouTube work or whatever, like getting paid and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But as I kept going, she saw the numbers, and I was telling her the numbers. And I told her like, you know, this is how much I made or whatever. And then she backed off and she started supporting me more. But my dad, he was always there for me. Like he always supported me, so I never had a problem with like family, you know, doubting me or saying negative things about me. The most negative things I ever got was like from friends, but not all my friends. Probably like a handful. That was just like, I don't know, snakes in the way.
Snakes in the grass.
Yeah, yeah,
Had plenty of them in the past. I know you
yeah.
feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, at least, but the biggest thing though, at least you had your family though to have your back though for the
Yeah.
part.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's good. That's good for you because
Mm-hmm.
that gave you the drive. Kept your drive going, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, even though those people in the past were snakes in the grass, even though they were your so-called friends, but at the same time, where you came home to every night was your family.
Yeah.
The one that could be a constant support system. So honestly, that their words matter more anyway in this regard than the friends did. You know?
Yeah.
So what made you like focus on relationships anyway? So like what was like the core, so like what made you like really want to get into doing that?
I've been through a lot of relationship issues, whether it's in a relationship or just simply dating somebody in a situationship. I've been through a lot, and it just make great content. So I started putting that out. Find out that other people go through the same things, and yeah, I'm at the same time I'm helping people because last year I did like a turnaround with myself. I used to be a lover boy. Like, I'm pretty sure you've seen the lover boy nonchalant videos.
Yeah.
I used to be a lover boy, but that was like my downfall because I used to show that to every single woman I dated, and it's like you can't do that. Like not everybody deserve that side. So I've gotten hurt in the process, but I look back at those situations and I was like, I was blaming them for the situations when it was really me because I allowed them to do whatever they did to me when I could have stopped it easily. So I had to take accountability within myself. And I was just on the self-healing journey like the entire year. And I feel like that was a good time for me to put those situations out because I'm like, okay, now I know I was a problem. And I'm not afraid to put that out there and tell the world that, I was the problem in the situation. And I
It's
could be
accountability.
possibly helping somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah, it's holding yourself accountable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of accountability, since we're on that topic, right?
hmm
So do you, from what you have been going through so far up to this point, even
hmm
though you said though, like, you acknowledge your faults in the relationship,
hmm
right? But that doesn't mean like that's the entirety of everything. Like
hmm
there's always a cause to an effect to
Yeah.
everything, some type of regard.
hmm
So when talking about accountability, do you feel like that some of those women in the past relationships, did they at least hold themselves accountable to whatever issues that they've had, or you may feel like they probably didn't really want to acknowledge what their faults were?
I would say there's only one that kind of held herself accountable, but the rest, yeah, nah, they never like admitted to the faults. So, it is what
Okay.
it is.
Well, I always try to feel like, why is it that some women? 'Cause I know this doesn't go for all women.
hmm
But usually, whenever I talk about certain topics, anyway, I always try to say some or very little, because not everything goes for all one person.
hmm
So always trying to figure out, like, why is it that it's hard for some women to hold themselves accountable?
hmm
Because honestly, I will admit that there are some situations that I've seen, at least, actually, that I've personal experience, that some women just don't want to admit when they're wrong.
Yeah.
And you know how they talk about dudes, how we talk about our egos, but
hmm
they have an ego themselves and they
Yeah.
feel like that they just can't do no wrong.
hmm
And so I personally feel that part of that reasoning is, honestly, is, I ain't gonna say every single one had a lack of father in the home. I'll say it's more so to the point that they didn't really have any type of right guidance
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
growing up.
hmm
But
hmm
even when you come an adult, that still doesn't give you an excuse though to not work on yourself.
Yeah.
And do you feel like that? Do you personally feel like that everybody who went through something in their life, or even they may have not feel like they went through something in their life, you feel like they should you feel like that they should be able to work on themselves anyway? Period. Like,
Yeah. Of course. I started therapy 2 years ago, and I recommend everybody to go to therapy. Whether you've been through something or you haven't been through anything at all, I recommend therapy to everybody because everybody out there got something that they're either holding on to or they went through something traumatic that they're just like putting on the back burner. So I feel like everybody should go to therapy, like male and female,
okay,
because
and
self improvement is never ending journey. So
no, it's not.
hmm
And I feel like that because some people I've seen, they feel like they're know-it-alls, bro. Like they
yeah,
feel like that they can, like they say, yeah, I'm healed, I'm good now, I don't
hmm
need to go to therapy. But then, why are you still single?
yeah,
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
yeah,
Your dude walked up to you not too long ago. You literally like shot him down. You wasn't even know he was really gonna try to holler at you. You could just be asking where directions for.
man,
Like you just assumed something.
John crazy.
It
Yep.
is.
Yep.
But I think that's honestly like one of the biggest things though is accountability for some women.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause, I mean, of course, yes, there are some men who don't take accountability either. But at the same time, though, I mean, in this regard, though, in terms of a relationship, I'll say it's half and half. I ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
say one side more than the other, but I will say that both people need to take accountability. But I recommend though too for sure therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my girlfriend, we actually been doing couples therapy for a while now.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
and we got a daughter together and
Mm-hmm.
everything, and shoot, we've known each other for the last about 8 years now. But we were like
Okay.
off and on
Mm-hmm.
within that, and it was just a whole point of that we. It was just a lack of intimacy, really,
Yeah.
and I had to sit back and realize that certain reason. I had to sit back and realize that from my point of view of things, that there was things that I've done in the past to where I didn't want to acknowledge, and when I didn't want to acknowledge those reasons, that created a blockage
Mm-hmm.
for her,
Yeah.
which then with her having those blockages, that created problems within our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of the exercises that a therapist talked about was that she wanted her to write down all her blockages, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so she wrote down her blockages, and then at the next therapy session, she started speaking them all out loud. And I'll be honest, it hurt like hell.
Mm-hmm.
It hurt. But at the end of it, though, it lifted a big weight off her shoulders, though. Like she
Yeah.
felt more free now
Mm-hmm.
because of it.
Yeah.
And we just started working on pretty much at that point. It's working on communicating better, and instead of us trying to go into talking about talk like yelling at each other or anything, which we never
Mm-hmm.
really did anyway. We just really
Yeah.
more just had a whole bunch of disagreements,
Mm-hmm.
but it was just the whole point that we just if we can't respond to something right then and there, we just take time to process first.
Yeah.
Once we process it, then we talk about that issue afterwards when that
Mm-hmm.
person's ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's the
I
best thing to
highly
do.
definitely recommend therapy.
For sure. For sure. Yeah.
How do you feel social media has changed the way people date and communicate in relationships today?
Man, I put myself in this category, but um we always feel like we need the best thing. And that's as far as looks, because that's all we see is looks. Like we see a fine girl on Instagram, girls see a fine dude, they feel like they gotta have him, but it's like you don't know this person. And of course, that's every person that you meet, but we could be so fixated on somebody just because of their looks. And even looking at other people's relationship on social media, you don't know what they're going through behind closed doors. So social
Mm.
media, it is like social media ain't real. So
I
yeah,
always said it's a facade. That's what I
yeah,
always
it
said.
is.
Facade.
It is. Because people gonna post the good stuff. They ain't gonna post like, oh, I ain't got
Yeah,
no money this month. Me and my boyfriend, we arguing every minute. Nobody ain't gonna say that. So
they not. And
mm-hmm,
the thing is too, right, is the whole point that here's one thing I will say this. I heard this from a very wise man. He said,
mm-hmm,
all because something looks good doesn't mean it ain't good.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and I started realizing that because, like, all because I talk to a fine chick, that doesn't mean, oh yeah, she's the one. Because here's
mm-hmm,
the thing, right? You can be beautiful as hell on the outside, but on the
yeah,
inside, you could be honey boo boo. Like
yeah,
for you to like, you could look like you could have all the nice qualities on the outside, but as
exactly,
soon as you start opening up your mouth,
yeah,
I'll like, no,
mm-hmm.
uh.
I met a good amount like that. So
It's
yeah,
crazy
yep,
because on the surface level of things, you would think that
mm-hmm,
okay, she looked right, she got her hair, nails done, and here's the thing too. I thought for a longest time that women who are entrepreneurs that they're way more of a lady that we should go for. But then I started to realize after that too, nah, they
nah,
just as bad. Now you got to talk about the boss bitch mentality.
exactly,
Like
exactly,
they like nah, like they over here leading with their accolades when we don't give a fuck about the
yeah,
accolades.
exactly,
Cause you could be making $6 million a year. I don't give a shit. But if you over here
mm-hmm,
providing a toxic environment, cussing, yelling,
mm-hmm,
and
yeah,
then you over here trying to talk to me any type of way when you know
mm-hmm,
we gonna respond back in the masculine way possible. You was giving
yeah,
us masculine energy.
mm-hmm,
So for some women who has that boss bitch mentality, you need to learn how to hone in on that
Mm-hmm.
and learn how to shift that to where you keep that on the back burner. Use your
Yeah.
boss bitch mentality when you're, talking to your clients or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
when you have your man at home or somebody you're trying to pursue, right?
Yeah.
You need to shift over to your feminine side.
Yeah. They can't turn it off.
No, they can't. And I've heard reasons like, well, it's because I grew up around my mama, and my mama always didn't have no man. She had mans going in and out and all that. So I didn't really have a reason to really try to show any type of love. Well, here's the thing. Even though that's the case, that doesn't mean you have to stay there forever. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we got to grow up to a point there where we have wrong is wrong and right is right.
Yeah.
And so that we can't simply just be sitting down and just having whole arguments.
Mm-hmm.
Because for somebody who's emotionally intelligent, they're not going to put up with that.
Exactly.
Like, as soon as you start talking, as soon as you even start trying to yell at me, I'm not going to sit here and take it. I'm going to go ahead and walk off. Or depending on how severe it is, I'm just going to tell you, you need to go.
Exactly.
Because I ain't putting up with that foolishness.
Exactly.
Gosh.
Hey, man.
I really would want,
Learn
I
one
just
day.
want people to be better in the world.
Of course.
I do.
Of course.
But that's why some dudes be settling down with like some of the mid looking chicks. Because somehow the mid looking chicks do be treating dudes better than the ones who look fine as hell.
Exactly.
It's crazy to me.
Hey, man. That's why I make the type of content I make, because I purposely talk about a lot of things that nobody wants to talk about, because why are we shying away from this? Like, we all need help in some kind of way. So if I got to make a video about it for you to go to therapy, I will do so. I don't care.
Hey, bro, you may need to. That's why I say you always keep doing, because
that's far.
Some people, like I said, some people get the message one way, some may get it another way.
Yeah.
And there's one video you did where it had, I think it actually was part of the Lover Boy thing. I think it was like, was that, or was another one? We had like a whole like 5-6 part series, I believe.
Okay.
And it had the one where a girl that you was chilling with a girl on the couch, but then the other one knocked on the door.
Oh yeah. That's Nice Guys finished first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when I was looking at that video, I was thinking to myself, like, all right, I'm thinking this is going to end in one or two ways. Either she's going to get up and she's going to come in there and there's going to be a whole confrontation thing, or he's going to be able to find some way to make her go off somewhere and don't come back.
Yeah.
And for you, and like it's just the whole point. Like, once you were finally able to like get her to go away, and then you got back on the couch, you're like, none. Like, with my voice.
Yeah.
It's like, why you want your voice smell good? Like, he said it was at a chick's house. Like, you had like the whole nonchalant face.
Yeah.
You can't make eye contact.
Exactly.
Because when you make the eye contact, it's over with.
Yeah.
So you had to like just stay focused and dialed in.
Yo.
I love that video. That video was fun. I want to say though, you know what? I just thought about something. How dope would it be, right, if you did a skit, right, that's showing like how some women can be looking fine and still be ugly on the inside, but what you do is though, like, you have a fine chick, right, and then you find another one that's somewhat similar, but she's a little bit more, like around a 5 or a 6, and you create like a it's like just like kind of like how you have how like your nice boy, your nice guy, you're nonchalant, but having for her though,
yeah,
and it kind of and it has like the whole thing of her talking to herself, but it's like it's the uglier side of her that she never want to admit to.
Yeah. Nah, that'd be dope.
Could that be something like? Could they already know how your videos work, right? So like for you to create something like that, it'll flow right into it.
Yeah.
Because then they'll be like, oh, why is he doing this? Why does he have another girl that looks entirely different from her, but she's uglier? Like, no, there's a message behind this, and there's a reason.
Yeah.
But I do believe though everybody should have those hard conversations. Those hard conversations is one of the things that's very hard for people to do. And like you said, right? Honestly, I feel like most people are not healed and never will be healed fully. You could be healed to the point to where it's maintainable,
Yeah.
but you can't you like you will never be fully healed. Like
Mm-hmm.
even that's why you think like even though you see like multimillionaires and stuff, that even though they're making all this money and stuff, that doesn't mean they're great in a mental space or they can
Mm-hmm.
operate mental space. You're hearing famous football players beating up on their wives and stuff.
Yeah.
What you think because you have all this money that you feel like he's just like, yeah, he's a man that's worth taking? Like you forgot like
Yeah.
there's a whole spiritual work behind this thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like you gotta repair the bridge. If you can't have that bridge repaired, it's gonna call everybody's gonna keep falling through there, whoever comes across.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So
That's facts.
what advice would you give someone trying to navigate a toxic dating behavior like ghosting or breadcrumb, or I guess the term I heard now is called breadcrumbing.
Mm-hmm.
So how will you so like what advice would you give somebody trying to navigate a toxic relationship?
Um, to get out of a toxic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I say just tell the if the other person isn't being mature enough to like listen to you, at least be that mature person and tell them like, okay, this whatever we have going on is not serving me any good or any purpose in life at the moment. So you tell them that you're choosing to leave. And if they can't take that, the block button is the easiest thing to do. It's the easiest way to go. But I try not to block because you don't really have to. But if that's only if the person is not really like hearing what you're saying and they just keep trying and trying. Now you got to place your boundaries and cut off communication. But having that conversation is important though, because ghosting, that's only gonna make it worse. That's not gonna get them to leave. But if you talk to them first, it'll ease it a little bit.
I feel you on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll admit, I used to block.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really try to discuss. I really didn't want to try to have those conversations. 'Cause I just automatically assumed like, you know what? There's no point in me reasoning with her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there, there was one chick who I was dating before I met my girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
and I was trying to tell her that I didn't want to be with her anymore, right? And when I did, she kept trying to fight for it,
Yeah.
and so I decided to go ahead and hit the block.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to do that. And this is after me probably telling her probably like 2 or 3 times that I didn't want to be with her anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And part of it too, just because I mean, it was a distance thing. Cause see, I used to live in a very small town called Emporia, Virginia, but then I moved to Richmond, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And so like the distance and then also too as well, right? Honestly, be real with you, I never really was fascinated or want to date anybody within the hometown I grew up in, because almost damn near everybody in my town, like that type of town where everybody almost knows everybody.
Oh yeah, yeah. Heard
Yeah,
about that.
yeah, and so like
Uh-huh.
I didn't want to really deal with that anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But but now though, like I don't mind speaking my mind or speaking like the truth, what
Mm-hmm.
I feel like is right,
Yeah.
because I noticed that like if I try to retain something, it's going to eat me up on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even a point of guilt. It's just a point like I want to get this out, but I know if I get this out, this could possibly lead 1 or 2 ways. And that second way is what I'm probably most afraid of.
Yeah.
So I just learned lately to just simply just when it happens, just speak up on it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I don't speak up on it, then something could progressively get worse over time.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go through that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, you got to.
yeah. What impact do you have with the projects like The Good Guys, which highlight toxic relationship dynamics?
Um what impact? Uh can I get a little bit more details so I can answer it?
I got you.
Okay.
So I put this in the best way possible. When when I say in terms of impact, like what have you possibly received from the project The Good Guys?
Mm-hmm.
From making that videos, right? to like what have you gotten from it, or like has it taught you anything, or has somebody hit you up about it and say, yeah, bro, like this is like something that I've been going through. I appreciate it, or like maybe it was some type of life changing thing to a certain individual to
Mhm.
where they were probably, let's say, spiraling out of depression, but then when they saw your video, it kind of like lit a light inside of them to want to like have the strength to like get out of one or to realize what's going on, like something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, I would say it came from like a personal uh it came from a personal side of me because I've dealt with two women before. Not to that extent, but I've dealt with two women before, and it's draining. Like just trying to hide the other from the other. And so I wouldn't say it's really helped me because I've been through it already. But for others, it's more like a I've gotten comments saying like, "Oh, is are you watching me?" Like people, like guys are saying like, "Bro, I'm going through this exact same thing." So I don't think it's gotten to the point where I'm helping people because the story is not finished. But I know like once it get towards the end, like it's definitely gonna help a lot of people because yeah, like my character, he don't have to go through that. Like he's putting himself through that because he's not satisfied. That's why I was saying earlier. Like we can have something good right in front of us, but we on to the next thing because we feel like it's better. When it's like, bro, this girl is showing up for you. Like just not settle, but like, bro, she's a good looking girl. She's a good girl. Just stay with that. But it's like, no, we always got to have the next best thing, or we want to mess with multiple women at the same time. It's like we ain't got to do that, bro. They ain't got to.
You know, I thought about that too, because like I always said, no matter what you do, right?
Mm-hmm.
One day you can find a fine chick, next day you can find another fine chick. Like there's
Yeah,
so many women in this world
exactly,
that
bro.
it don't matter. Like
Yeah.
I even said too as well, like what's the point of cheating when you gonna find somebody that look just as good as the one you just slept with the other night too?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
what's the point? Right?
Yeah.
And so I mean, yes, we guys at the end of the day, we
Mm-hmm.
tend to fuck up here and there,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? But our fuck ups though is a little different. But we'll talk about that in a little bit though.
Mm-hmm.
But overall though I do get though it is exhausting.
Yeah.
There was one time I was in high school. I was I had two chicks I was
Mm-hmm.
talking to,
Yeah.
and like one was on one side of the school, the other was on the other side of the school for classes. Like I had everything organized out
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
And then, Lord and behold, somebody saw me talking to one chick, and then they decided, even though they weren't friends with this other person or anything,
Yeah.
but they went ahead and just said, "Yeah, you know, such and such is talking to blah blah blah." And then I'm over here trying to play it all like, no, I'm not. Like I've been with you, like I ain't talking to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And then it came to a couple other sources, and then next thing you know, boom. I'll admit though, during that entire process, it was actually very draining
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
hard to
It's
deal
a
with.
lot. It's a lot.
It is. I don't see how some men could do it though. Like, I think they like the thrill. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't recommend it at all. Like it's fun for like the first month, but at some point it's like, bro, you gotta chill.
Yeah. And when they say, yeah, well, she has some of the best pussy. Like, listen,
You
listen.
man.
All pussy gets wet. It's wet.
Exactly.
Some might be slightly tighter.
Uh-huh.
Some might not be. But
Mm-hmm.
here's the thing though, right? There's things out here now to enhance certain things just in case one is lacking in the other.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whether you talk with that to your person who you're dating or talking to is an
Mm-hmm.
entirely different story. But there's capable things out here. Cause when you're cheating, especially you playing a very dangerous game,
Mm-hmm.
you have a person who's doing every single thing for you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But the thing is that all because you said another person, it's just something new now. It's a new toy. Now you
Mm-hmm.
want to play with this new toy for a while,
Yeah.
right? In the meantime, this person's doing everything right. Now, don't get mad though if all of a sudden you just wake up, your dick missing, and this shit cut off. I even heard stories how some women cut dudes' dicks off.
Man. Oh my
I'm like,
goodness.
listen, you know what? He probably deserved it.
Yeah.
He probably deserved it. He was fucking around and he found out that he should not have been fucking around.
Yep.
Now he turned to halfway transgender at this point.
You heard of the 80-20? I don't know what it's called. But it's 80-20 something.
80-20 rule or something like that.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. Um dang. Dang. What was it consist of again?
It's when a woman can have 80% of what you want, but she don't have that 20%. So you go to find that 20% and you settle with that because you need to be fulfilled. But
Yeah.
mhm,
You're right. You're right.
mhm,
So I actually asked something about that. So the the thing is, even though the 80-20 rule is actually, even though it's surprising, it's a real thing,
mhm,
it doesn't have to necessarily be like that forever.
yeah,
Like I said, speaking with me, right? Like I said, like me and her were lacking the intimacy department. Now,
mhm,
yes, I could have definitely just got out and just found it and then been good. But here's the thing, though, like we talked about before, it's
yeah,
exhausting. I don't
yeah,
want to deal with that.
mhm,
And especially too, I'm the type of guy where, like, if I'm want to do it with you, it's passionate. It's not
yeah,
just simply I just want to get it over with,
mhm,
right? If I just want to get over with, I just rather not be in a relationship in the first place than
yeah,
else.
yeah,
Because that's another thing that some dudes they don't like to admit is that, yes, when you first become single, it may be exciting for like the first month, at best 2 months at best, right?
mhm,
But then it comes those nights you want companionship because we're companion beings. We want to have
yeah,
some type of companionship.
yeah,
So when we want that, and then when we talk to certain women, right, it's like you want to express your heart after, if you're doing it right, you'll say between, I say, 2 to 3 months.
yeah,
This is how you really feel, but you want to express your heart, right, and everything. And here's the thing too, because there's a level of there's a level of spirituality where, like, when a man enters into a woman, y'all having a transfer of energy.
mhm,
So that means that all the things that she got going on transfers to you, anything you got going on transfers to her,
yeah,
right?
mhm,
So when the thing is that you just can be simply out here just putting your dick in anybody,
yeah,
right? Because you don't know what that person may got. I mean, not saying they have a transmitted disease, that's possible, but
mhm.
just saying though that
Get
it's
deeper
a
than that.
huh?
You get deeper than that.
Yeah, way deeper than
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
And so, like, you ever had those moments where, like, you could just be simply just be chilling, right? And y'all two talking or whatever, and y'all, let's
mhm,
just say y'all end up doing it, right?
yeah,
So you ever felt like that all of a sudden, like, it may not happen right then and there, but let's just say within a day, couple days or whatever happened from apart, you're like, man, I just feel drained as shit for no reason.
mhm,
Like, what the hell, I feel so drained?
yeah,
And
yeah,
then you don't notice, but the woman you slept around with, she's taking your life essence away. Like,
mhm,
she's taking your energy away from you,
yeah,
whereas then you can't be productive.
mhm,
You can't do the things you want to do. You
yeah,
probably thought about you gonna hit the gym a couple of times this week, but now you can't. But now you can't though because you don't have the energy.
mhm,
And then next thing you know, every time you can hang around this woman, you just keep feeling more and more drained.
yeah,
So there's something about her that's causing that to happen to you, and you need to pick up on that and realize that.
facts.
So when it comes to passion and loving, like, there's a level where, like, if both of y'all are both spiritually intertwined on a spiritual level,
Mhm,
and you open up your third eye with your pineal gland, you can actually experience a level of high, which is called cosmic sex,
mhm,
which that's actually a level of intimacy to where that's almost damn near better than ecstasy and any type of drug, period.
mhm,
Because when y'all making love, isn't that the whole point? It's very pleasurable,
yeah,
but it just seems like your minds kind of get a little bit, not exactly say lightheaded, but in the sense of, like, it's like you're high, but you're not really high. If that makes sense. It, like,
mhm,
this creates another. It's just another level
yeah,
because not just y'all now making passion love on a physical level, but now you're making passion love on a mental, emotional level now
yeah,
as well. So
yeah,
now that's why I believe really should be called a soul tie. Because now
mhm,
y'all really tying each other. You feel me?
mhm, yeah,
So I personally feel that all men should go towards that route
mhm,
personally, but that takes But in reality, it's only going to be a small handful of men that who go that route and do that.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing in terms of cheating, because communication is a big thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the levels of cheating. So there's the thing about this, because you pretty sure you heard this too, where they said like, you know, when a man go cheat, we just cheating because there's something lacking in the relationship. So
Yep.
we want to go get it and be over with and we're good. We have no
Mm-hmm.
type of emotional attachment to that person whatsoever, right?
Yep.
But
Yep.
then when a woman cheats, she has emotional attachment because it's not just the whole point that she's just going around doing it. No,
Mm-hmm.
she's actually having some type of emotional connection with that person.
Yeah.
So that's deeper now than just simply her just going out doing whatever.
Exactly.
So they say it hurts a lot more when a woman cheats than a man cheats. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying though, of course, in terms of heart pain that it isn't, but I will still say though, I feel like personally that it is a thing because it's not just the whole point you slept this person, it's the point that you slept this person and you have emotions towards this person.
Yeah.
So that means that now you feel a little bit more connected with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that people should have a people should definitely communicate more, but also if there's something lacking in relationship, do you feel like that they should be able to sit down and actually conversate or figure out what that issue is and then figure out what possible solutions they should be doing?
Definitely, especially if you love that person. Like you gotta let them know. So you got to.
What how about then the let's say spontaneous. Let's
Mm,
say that they need to be more spontaneous, right?
mm,
But the thing is that that person doesn't know how to be spontaneous.
mm,
But if they knew if they knew how to simply do research, do the research, recommended research, or if their partner is trying to help them out, then they should take heed of that information and to help grow their relationship,
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But I started to notice too lately that at least some of the dudes that I've came across, some of them they are not solution. They don't find solutions.
Mm,
It's kind of like a one ended thing to
yeah.
where like you can come with me with a problem, right? But they're
Mm-hmm.
like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
gonna do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's like if you're dating a person or whatever. Honestly, this is just me on a regular, but like if there's a problem, I would try my best in my knowledge to try to provide a solution because I'm the type of person who wants to provide solutions, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I notice that not a lot of men don't do that. Do you? What do you think that the reason might be why some men don't provide solutions?
Shoot, I was gonna ask you the question, but I feel like it's either they don't love that person that much to even do that, or they're just not the type to make something happen, like in general.
Okay. And if the question was reversed, well, my answer would be the
Mm-hmm.
reason why some men probably don't provide solutions
Mm-hmm.
is part of it. What you said is right. I feel they don't love them enough.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other end of that, I honestly just feel like that somebody who can't really try to provide solutions, they're more so the people who tend to want to run away.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you tend to run away from problems, I mean, most of 90% of those people don't really try to find solutions. They just keep running away till they just can't run no more.
Yeah. I've
And
I've been that person because I'm I'm a I'm an avoidant. Like my attachment style is avoidant. So I am the type to run away, but that's only because I try to avoid conflict. So if my woman can come to me um like in a soft calm tone to talk about a situation, I'm willing to talk about it. But you've come at me like yelling and stuff, like I'm clocking out. I don't want to deal with it. So that's me. That's why I don't come up with solutions, because it's like, okay, you yelling at me, so I don't even care to fix whatever we got going on. But that's my reasoning. It may be different for somebody else, but that's just me.
but I mean, for your situation, that feels like it makes more sense though,
Yeah.
because like you said, right, when she's yelling at you, she's coming at you now with masculine energy,
Mm-hmm.
and you could easily just start yelling at her back because
Yeah.
it's not the point you want to yell at her. It's a trigger,
Mm-hmm.
like because even men on the street don't start coming after a man like that unless there's a
Yeah.
problem going
Yeah.
on.
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand why you would rather for her to come at you with a soft tone.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say so? Then would you say then that have you been dating lately at all or anything?
A little bit this year, a little bit.
Okay, so have you expressed to them about that? Like in terms of that, or at least have you ever got to that topic at all, to where like if there was a problem, that's how I would want to be approached if we ever come across an issue.
Yes, yes, I have. I would say now it's still an issue for me because even when they're coming at me in a calm tone, it's like, okay, it's another situation. Like why can't we just be good? Because I don't like having conflict at all. But no situation is perfect, so there's always gonna be something wrong. So now it is a trigger for me for something to even be brought up. So I do let them know, like, I feel like I don't even have to let them know because they just feel it. Like I have a lot of people tell me, like, even people in my life, friends, women, they always say like, bro, you're so vague. Like you should express yourself more. And I'm like, this is how I am. I don't know. Like I don't like talking too much. That's my thing. So
So, do,
yeah.
do you feel like there's a reason behind that, or a reason why you have like that avoidance type of attachment? Is that do you think maybe it has something to do with probably something that probably either that happened to you when you was younger, when you got a little bit older, to where it kind of create like that self trigger to where this is kind of like how I am.
I have two different reasons. One, of course, for relationships, and the other is just in general. But for relationships, yeah, like my first relationship, every time I did express myself, my ex, it would just go one ear and out the other. So that made me who I am today, not really wanting to speak up and stuff. And the other reason is just simply because I don't like being the loudest person in the room, and I only like speaking when I'm being spoken to. But even still, like I don't like talking too much because I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I've always been quiet my entire life.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's all good because for a while I was the same way.
Hmm.
Uh, where pretty much I was more of a chill, laid back person.
Hmm.
But then, funny enough, that is actually the funniest part. I was about to get in a fight on the school bus as a kid, and then for some reason, I started at that point. It kind of like started slightly shifting me towards to be a little bit more like confrontational to a certain
Hmm.
degree.
Hmm.
I mean, of course, overall, I don't like being confrontational. I type
Yeah.
of person, I try to analyze things ahead of time. And
Hmm.
also, I'm the type of guy that you ever talk to, right? To where like we could be out about walking, right? I will think about 5,000 different possible situations what could possibly happen, and what the hell can I
Hmm.
possibly do to figure that shit out.
Yeah.
Like we could be talking, like while we're talking right now, let's just say
Hmm.
a bright blue green beam or whatever just shot into
Hmm.
the room. Okay, what am I going to do? Am I just going to go ahead, dip and run,
Yeah.
or I'm just going to sit here, or you know what? Should I just go hide under the bed and then figure out what to do next after?
Hmm.
Like I just try to think of multiple things. Actually, I can
Yeah.
tell you a situation that happened recently.
Hmm.
So me and my girl, we went to New York a couple weeks back, right?
Hmm.
And we was going because her best friend, she's a model. So we went to the modeling that they had there, and her boyfriend was with her.
Hmm.
So we went. So later that night, we went bar hopping,
Hmm.
right, and having a great time. But then we got to downtown square, and we went to one of this bar. So it was like one of the bars where the security had to check you before you go
Yeah.
in. So me and my girl get checked. We go in, we straight. We walk towards the back because they said it was open in the back. And then turn our heads, and I see her boyfriend running up on this white dude, and getting in his face and stuff.
Hmm.
And then I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
So I'm going out to the front. They come to find out the dude is drunk as hell. He ended up touching my girl's best friend's butt,
Hmm. Wow.
and her boyfriend was ready to kick his ass.
Yeah.
So personally, I'm not the type of person I'm gonna talk for words, because at this point you already did the action.
Hmm.
The only thing that's gonna be met with is another piece of action.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all it
Yeah.
is.
Exactly.
So um he get in his face. The dude was in his face too, so he started realizing other people was picking up like picking up on the situation. Then he
Yeah.
want to start apologizing out of
Hmm.
nowhere. So I'm over here holding my girl's boy. I mean my blah. his name is Marcus.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
over here holding Marcus back,
Mm-hmm.
and and this dude is starting to walk away. He's drunk as shit.
Mm-hmm.
So Marcus calms down after his girlfriend tried to calm him down.
Mm-hmm.
And so we found another bar. We're gonna go the long route to go to it. Just
Yeah.
we'll come in contact with him. So we go like 2 blocks over, going down, and Lord of behold, who do we see? The same dude. So at this point, he's like, bro, they ain't no police around, bro. They ain't no police around, bro. So I used to play football.
Yeah.
So he started wanting to try to juke me to try to get to him. And in reality, I was gonna let him do it personally because I was gonna handle his business.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, since we were out for the girls, it was really more so because of my girl's best friend's celebration for the modeling thing. I'm like, okay, I ain't trying to make this night go horrible for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm holding him back so the dude can keep walking that way. 'Cause he didn't even acknowledge us at all. 'Cause that's how drunk he was. Like he didn't even acknowledge us, right? And so he walks, and then he turns around and walks back this way. So I'm like, okay, if he does this one more time, I'm just gonna have to let him loose.
Yeah.
Because at this point, you're poking the bear.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've already been kicking your ass way on the other street before it got to this point anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to keep the peace. And also, I was thinking of situations again, right? Because even though there may not be no cops around, the dude is drunk. So while he's drunk, there's a couple ways how this can end. Worst case scenario is like if he stumbles or he punches him and then he falls and he didn't hit his head in some type of way, he ends up dying or whatever. Guess who's going to end up in the police station?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm trying to think of these possible situations here. Personally, if I was gonna say he's gonna kick his ass, I'd rather for him to do it actually right in front of the bar thing, because then at that point, it's less likely for something to happen because there's so many other people around.
Yeah.
But like just for that example, right? Like that was a whole confrontation thing that I had to deal with. And then come to find out too, my girlfriend just got turned on by the entire thing. And she's like, ooh, he's strong. Like, I'm like, are you serious right now?
That's crazy.
So this turned to a positive for me later that night. But still, like,
that's funny.
I'm like, okay, you just want me to start walking around here with dumbbells and shit? Just start pumping weights? But like I said though, right? Like that's like confrontations, like something I do tend to try to keep away from.
Yeah.
But if certain things happen, I will handle my business if I have to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
But personally, I don't want to handle confrontation. It's not a point that it's not the whole point that I'm scared of it. No, I'm just trying to think longer term here what the possible issue could happen if I were to do whatever act that maybe need to be done.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So from that whole thing, I wanted to know what I saw you've been trying to get Kai Cenat to be. Do you want to shoot video with Kai Cenat, right?
Mm-hmm.
How's that been coming along so far? You still getting some people trying to get in contact with him?
I haven't heard anything recently, but when like the first week of it, one of my followers commented on the video on Instagram and he tagged his homie. So apparently his homie owns like a set in Atlanta, like a set place that people can book and stuff. And Kai did he did a scene in his short film in that set. So he told me to DM him. So I DM'd him and he basically said like, yeah, Kai did a scene here and stuff like what, and he asked me like, what kind of, what concept do you have for like the film or whatever? So I told him, he said, no, that's a really good idea. And then he said he don't have his number personally, but he has like his cameraman contact info. So he's going to try to reach out or whatever. And I have a friend, she knows a lot of famous people, so I asked her if she can help me out as well. So she said she reached out to the people that she knows. She asked her brother to reach out to people that he know, and we're gonna see. But I haven't heard anything yet.
Okay, well, hopefully everything works out for you because I actually would love to see that.
Yeah, like a lot of people they think that. I've got some comments saying like, "Oh, don't work with Kai because of the way he act and stuff," and I'm like, bro, I'm not worried about that. Like, whatever y'all see, he's coming into my world. So if you watch me, you know what type of video it's gonna be. So it's gonna be a dope idea. Like, yeah, people gonna love it. I already know.
Yeah, trust the process.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Trusting the process, because
yeah,
that's something that we all need to be doing for real, for real.
Yeah.
honestly, how I look at it is that I would love for you to work for content that. Shoot, I would love for it too if somehow you can make it work to work with some other individuals too as well. Like actually, have you ever thought about doing one with Trey Melvin or Spoken Reasons?
The only issue with that is they're not the same person that I grew up watching. So
Oh, it
it don't really hit the
changed.
same. Yeah.
Yeah,
It don't really hit the same. So
I feel you. Because
yeah,
I used to
there's
watch. Yeah,
go ahead, yeah. Mhm.
what you want to say though?
No, I was gonna say there's a lot of other creators that I want to work with, like RDC and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Like what's crazy is I feel like I can get in with RDC because Ben from
Uh huh.
RDC, yeah, he followed me on Instagram. So
Oh
I
well,
feel like I could easily get with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely do that,
Yeah, yeah. It's just I have a lot of pride, so I don't reach out to people. So that's my downfall right
bro.
there.
Listen.
Yeah.
I don't care where I'm at right now. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care if I didn't have many views or if I'm gonna get one view or if I'm getting 5 million views or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm still gonna reach out
Yeah.
because you gotta think of the bigger picture here,
Mm-hmm.
right? Biggest thing is you want to create an impact,
Yeah.
right? So when you want to create an impact, you gotta be you gotta be mindful enough that isn't that the whole point of putting the pride in the way is the point of you get a chance to reach a whole new audience.
Yeah.
Those other people who's waiting for you. So
Mm-hmm.
while they're waiting for you, you need to go ahead and strive for it. Just do
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
it,
You're right.
like it's not like you're out here like saying like, yeah, I need to ask them for like $50,000, bro. Like,
Yeah. No.
like yeah, like it's
Yeah.
not like you're asking for money, bro. You just
Mm-hmm.
asking for opportunity.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And then guess who knows, right? You
Mm-hmm.
get that opportunity because RDC definitely know a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
especially people in the NBA and so forth,
Yeah.
right? And LeBron. So
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, you never know. You might even work with an NBA player who you don't know.
Yeah.
And then you create a whole nother concept through NBA players from their perspectives of how it is as a professional player who's in relationships.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like there's so many opportunities that you can see that I see that it can end up being for you. Like I want you to get in front of many people as possible. That's the
Yeah.
biggest thing. Get in front of
Right.
many people as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to go do my psychic reading
Mm-hmm.
earlier today, right? The lady, she told me this. So she told me that I'm destined for wealth and greatness. And that she said that and she even talked about some of the locations where I didn't even tell her this at all, but she talked about some locations I've been wanting to go to, which is Florida or Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And then she brought up Chicago and Texas, which honestly I never even thought about it, or DC.
Yeah.
So like she brought those 5 locations, and I'm like, you know what? That's crazy, because Atlanta has definitely been my first love that I would want to go to live in because there's so much opportunity out there for
Yeah.
me to be able to work with other creators and other people as
Mm-hmm.
well, right? And even the same thing goes in Florida, right? Like I would love to work with you eventually down the road or something like that
Yeah.
because I'm open to it because my
Mm-hmm.
Soul Sync podcast talks about relationships and stuff anyway, right? And I even thought about doing a was it? So this concept I kind of thought about. I don't know if somebody's out here already doing it or not, but making like a movie style podcast,
Mm-hmm.
short film podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and I just got to get the framework out. I just got to get the framework of it in a way, but I want to do something like that, or even like a portable podcast too, where like I can go down the street and just have conversations with individuals, and then I can shoot a pod with them,
Mm-hmm.
whether that's for 10, 15 minutes or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I keep it pushing it like it's just like a portable podcast.
Mm-hmm.
They'll let it do. I'm not
Yeah.
sure you ever heard of Tonight's Conversation.
No. I
So
probably did. I probably did.
you
Who's
probably
the
you might have
host?
seen them. You might have seen them on Instagram and TikTok and stuff.
Who is it? Who's the host?
Ace Metaphor.
Nah. I probably know. I see faces more.
Gotcha.
So I probably know.
Okay. So yeah. So like they travel pretty much. They've been doing a tour for their podcast.
Yeah.
And they talk about relationships because what they do is they have people come. They have a whole stage, everything. Have people come up on the panel that talk, and then have people have like a microphone out in the stands, and people can ask their questions in terms of different perspective relationships to get their input on it.
Yeah.
And so like that's something I've been wanting. That's something I would love to do as well because this is the whole point. It's just like you walking into a podcast event, but it's just a point that too, like there's music, like it's a whole vibe.
Mhm.
right? Like I will want to like I want to something I want to do something that's going to even like go even beyond that,
Yeah.
right? And the biggest thing is that honestly, overall, yes, finances would definitely be helpful,
Mhm.
but that's going to come anyway, regardless.
Yeah.
Like what I care about is meeting new people, making connects, making new friendships along the way, and just really, really just want to just be as impactful as I possibly can to as many people I can possibly reach out there and touch their hearts.
Mhm.
And I can feel that that's something that you want to really do too.
For sure.
So to bring it back around, right? Like I want to see you work with as many people you possibly can, right? Because you never know what other doors may lead to, and who
Yeah.
knows, even some others that may lead to may end up leading to be able to get a chance to work in Hollywood or be able to get a chance to work with man actors. You never
Mhm.
know, right?
Yeah.
So I know you want to take this on a grand scale, long term. So just go ahead and put yourself out there. It's
Yeah.
just the point of a pride thing. Just the point that you want to make an impact. In order for you to make that impact, you just got to do what's best, not just for you, but also just for the people you want to reach out to, who's waiting for Amarii to finally hit their timeline.
Mhm.
Finally, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's facts. Because I just did a video with Cornell, and he reached out to me. I was not expecting that. I'm like, bro, I watched you for like 2 years. I'm like, this is proof that I need to just go ahead and take that first step. And I feel like I'm not scared, but I'm just like, man, this person not gonna see this message. Like, why am I even reaching out? So that's why I don't even try, because I feel like they're not even gonna read it. But the fact that like a bigger YouTuber is trying to work with me, it's like, yo, you can do the same thing.
Yeah, and I'll be real with you. When I when I messaged you, I'll be real with
Mm,
you. I really wasn't expecting a reply
mm,
because you have tons and tons of likes and followers on TikTok,
mm,
not alone on Instagram too. And so like I'm not really expecting much, but you know what? I'm gonna at least try. It doesn't hurt for me to at least try. The worst case scenario is to just say they're not able to, or they
yeah,
probably want me to at least get to a certain level first. Like, okay, that's fine. But it's
mm,
just the whole point, at least just me asking,
yeah,
right?
mm,
And that honestly, there's something I've been wanting to do for a long time because when I was like 18, I actually been wanting to try to get with people to do a content creation house.
mm,
Copyright, that's been something that hasn't been said probably in
yeah,
years.
yeah,
For
yeah,
real, for real.
mm,
Because do a content creation house, now you have nothing but content creators in the home. Y'all can be constantly be making stuff, right?
yeah,
And like I I just been like I have so many things that I want to elevate and do.
mm,
And there's been something I've been wanting to do for a long time, but it just the only thing that always has been the roadblock for me is because of the finances.
yeah,
And so I had to take upon myself to realize that I just need to just simply just do what I can, which what I can only do right now is just create a platform and keep doing my due diligence, creating the content, doing the postings and stuff like that,
mm,
and then let it go from there.
yeah,
Cause I ain't worried about all the likes and views that will come anyway.
mm,
It just a point. The biggest thing is as long as I'm providing good quality content.
mm, yeah. I want to say to you and anybody who watches this later, don't ever shut down anybody who's, I'm not gonna say lower than you, but doesn't have the same amount of views and followers as you. Because I look at quality. Like I looked at your page before I answered. I'm like, okay, he's actually trying, and that's what made me say yes. Like if you actually trying and you have like the equipment and the platform and stuff, like yeah, of course, I would definitely do that. But if you just coming to me about a podcast and you ain't got no type of work for me to look at, it's like, what are you asking me about? Like I don't, where's your work? Like I can't see it. But no, I've when I first came up, I had like 600 subscribers, and I asked this dude to collab. He had like 30K on YouTube, and he basically told me to get my subs up. So I said, "All right, bet." So I did that, and I passed him, and he asked me to collab in the video.
Hey,
So you just never know, bro. Don't ever shut nobody down just because they don't have the numbers or whatever. Like you never know.
yeah, and see, and the thing is too, right? I don't know who that person may know.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
Yeah.
even still, I still got to give you to I got to shoot you the dude's contact who's in Florida about the business credit stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I still got shoot. I'm gonna shoot you his contact stuff
Okay.
because because he'll probably might be able to help you out too to get you to where you want to, at least the funding side, for you to be able to do more films, even longer films too,
Yeah.
as well. I agree with you though, 100%.
Mm.
Honestly, I think you said this too on the live when I messaged you at the time. That you that any person, right, should, like, in order for you to get to where you need to be at, you need to get with other content creators.
Yeah.
Right. And not just any content creators, but at least one, two, to show and work. Right. And also, two, just probably wants to follow your niche, because it probably make things a little bit easier. What I want to do is I want to one day be able to talk on stage in front of thousands and thousands of people. And I would say that, I mean, it's going to be a process. It's going to take time. But the biggest thing is that I'm going to be way more happy when I finally get there to that point, talking in front of thousands and thousands of people. Right. Also, I wanted to give you what they say in Atlanta, we call a play. I think it may help you out. So you heard of TED Talks before, right? Did you know you can get on TED Talk? You can do a TED Talk for free. Like, you can get on TED Talks for free.
Like, in front of an audience?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's crazy. So, like, I'm thinking that, like, people only go on TED Talks who are like millionaires or whatever, and yet they had to pay money to be on the stage or whatever. No, that's actually not the case. So you can actually go to TEDx, go to your local state or whatever, type in TEDx Florida or whatever, right? And then see what tech talk events they got coming up. And then what you do is you actually just create a message and you just create a message and contact info or everything, just saying what would you talk about and stuff. And then you get selected depending on the area and the TED Talk, that they will supply you with your stay, your flight, and everything. And pretty much they train you all the way to the actual TED Talk, like how to do presentations and stuff like that. And you would be in front of, depending on the venue, maybe 500, maybe 10,000, maybe 6,000. But you get a chance to actually be on the venue. And then once you do that, right, you can then, like, if you ever want to do other public speaking events in the future, now you can say you're a TEDx speaker, and you can literally at minimum charge, like, what did they say? What my mentor said, you can minimum charge like around 10 grand.
Oh, wow.
Just to speak.
That's crazy.
Plus, and not just that, but also, on the TEDx YouTube channel, they got over 516 million views and counting. So not just that, but then you can also get on there, and then they get more exposure for you, which then leads you right back to your channel.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be ready for that.
Hey, bro, listen. They're going to train you on the entire time before you get to it, right? But still, like, you get selected, it's an opportunity. Yeah. More than anything, right? And, in order for us to succeed in life, sometimes we got to do things that we're comfortable doing. Yeah. And by all means, I'm going to do it. I'm going to apply. They even got ones, too, they do overseas, and then they can also cover your plane costs and all that, too. So, which is crazy to me. So, I definitely recommend anybody who wants to grow their platform. Yeah. Period. And all you gotta do is just create a deep dive into whatever topic you want to get into, and create a concept PowerPoint, like not PowerPoint, but like just create like an actual diagram of like how you go about it, and you'll be good. Personally, I'm not sure. Have you utilized AI at all?
I do sometimes when it comes to my scripts.
Okay. So question, do you just be like making a rough draft of your script and then giving it to ChatGPT and then let it like revise it up a little bit, like clean it up a little bit?
I'll more like lines. Like if I write a certain line and I want it to sound a certain way, I'll go to ChatGPT and ask like, okay, can you rewrite this line? And then I'll take that and then put it.
Okay. So I have a friend of mine who he actually made my own custom bot for my Soul Sync. And so it's better than the regular. It's still within ChatGPT,
Yeah.
but it's a better up to date bot. So it and not just make it can pretty much really make anything I ask it to do, whether that's from a book to creating a whole novel to creating a marketing strategy, all of that,
Mm.
and I can make it pretty much create like a free
Yeah.
flowing conversation, like how we have right now. It's free flowing. It don't
Yeah.
sound like structured in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So I can have my bot create a free flowing script
Mm-hmm.
of pretty much really anything I want. All I gotta do is give it some substance to go by.
Yeah.
So for example, let's say I did a transcript of your YouTube video, one of your stuff you did, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll read that, it'll create that, I get the transcript, I copy that over to the bot, and then I can say, okay, I want you to make me 5 different versions of this topic or 5 different subtopics of this version that I can make for my YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll start getting me, it'll start literally doing research for me, and then it'll start creating literally a whole nother diagram of like other 5 different ways how I can make another video based off
Mm-hmm.
that video topic.
That's dope. That's cool.
Yeah, it's something, and that's something too that even you can help out too, as well for if you ever want to go to that route doing like just try to do TED talks and stuff for
Mm-hmm.
exposure.
Yeah.
Like it can help create that too and more.
Mm-hmm.
So I always tell people, don't rely on AI, just use it as a tool
Yeah.
because
Exactly.
it can help you out
Mm-hmm.
so much further. Like the videos you've seen
Mm-hmm.
and how I was talking, like probably maybe the last 5 or 6 videos,
Yeah.
those are all free flowing that I was able to do. And I just have it, all I did was look into some topics and then I have it created. And then, of course, I tweak it here and there if I need to.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, though, I mean, it pretty much gives me everything I need. I even have it able to cuss now because sometimes it's kind of hard to do that. But
Yeah.
my bot is actually able to cuss
Yeah.
and stuff, so that way it can actually add like that real, like raw affection
Yeah.
behind it. So when I am talking to the videos, and talking like directly to the video, they know I'm talking to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just did, I went on this balcony that we have at this vacation rental home we're in right now, and I have this one video coming out called ancient fathers.
Yeah.
And it's literally like it's gonna resonate.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna hit home.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for that to get edited because
Mhm.
that's gonna be so hard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely say you should definitely do it. I definitely say though you should definitely do the TED Talks though.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely recommend it. Other than that, I mean, you could also do I mean, for real, you can actually too just have, if you wanted to. I know you said that you're more of a laid back person, don't really like to talk
Mm-hmm.
like that much, unless spoken to.
Mm-hmm.
Probably think about switching that up for just like a day and just do it like one time a week where like you just go out and about, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just spark up a conversation with somebody. And you can also utilize that as content.
Yeah.
Just, devise like some questions or whatever, and to help you get more exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you're out there in the streets, you're conversating with people, and then now also as well as another plus is, hey, now that person didn't know you, now they know you,
Yeah.
which also means you get more subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
It also means you can also reach out to another audience.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that.
my brain tends to go like 1,000 miles a minute
Hey
sometimes.
man, somebody in this world needs that. So we all need somebody like that. Trust.
Facts.
Yeah.
If somebody wanted to get into what you're doing, right? What would you say would be like a starter what they should do?
Always start small. Don't put too much on your plate, because when we as creatives, we have like big ideas and stuff, and we want to do those big ideas, but it's like, okay, we just started, we ain't got no money, we ain't got people, you can't do this big idea. So start small first. If you have to, go to YouTube is your best friend when it comes to learning how to do what you do what you want to do. Go to YouTube, um look up how to work a camera, how to edit and stuff. You can make a video by yourself. It can still hit the same. As long as the message is there, you can make a video by yourself. If you want to have other people in it, add somebody that you can rely on to act with you, or have two people acting in the same video. Write a 1-page script, drop it, and just work your way up. Like, just add on to it. Like, next time, do a 2-page script, have 3 actors, drop it. Like, just work your way up, basically. But start small. Always start small.
Okay. And what other? So aside from like the castanet stuff and everything, what other personal projects do you have in the works or ideas that you want to put out there in fruition?
So this is actually new. Just, I mean, it's something I've always wanted to do, but I'm actually trying to do it now. I want to drop longer form content, like 10-minute plus short films, 10 to 30 minutes, because a lot of people have been asking me like, oh, like, where's the rest or whatever, and I'm just like, this is it. This is just a skit. So I feel like that's what I want to do anyway, but it's just time, um, asking people for help and stuff. And it's just like, bro, you got to just do it. Like, I got all the time in the world to do it. So I really have no excuse. So yeah, I want to start dropping 10-minute long short films, 20 minutes. And it's basically be the same thing I'm already putting out, but just in a longer form. Yeah.
So what has been, so I know you said you're gonna make it longer, right? So
Yeah.
like what has been like the biggest issue why it can't be like another 5 minutes longer or something like that?
Well, at first it was because I thought people attention spans were just like limited to like a minute. So
Go fish.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So I would keep it like under like 2 minutes, and probably 3. But the fact that people are asking for longer because it's an actual story. So like they want to see like, okay, what's gonna happen next? So it's not like I'm just dropping a regular TikTok. Like, I'm dropping like, actual stories that can be fleshed out longer. So that's the only reason. But why I'm not doing it now, or doing it before, pride. They always go back to pride, because I hate doing stuff by myself. Like, I've been doing this by myself for like 10 years, and I'm tired. Like, I am drained. But there are people that's asking me just the experience of working with me, but I'm not utilizing it because I want to pay people. And my friends yelled at me about this yesterday. It's like, bruh, people are asking you to help you with your projects. You're the only one worried about payments. Like, nobody's saying like, oh, you need to pay me to be there. Like, nobody's worried about that. So, utilize that so you can make the money so you can pay them later, and then go from there. But my mind is just on something else. So I'm just trying to
So
work on that right now.
I understand.
Yeah.
You said a couple things, right? You
Yeah.
already admitted you were tired.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that also as well, of course, I know the one thing you never ever want to happen is for you to be tired to the point to where you fall out of love with doing filmmaking,
Mm-hmm.
And so you remember how you literally just said earlier that sometimes there are just good things in front of you, you just don't realize it.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe they're telling you there's a good thing in front of you.
I already know, man. Yep. I
And
know.
you just need to do it. And like you said, if you have, listen to, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to think about it this way. There's somebody out there who's probably trying to do is working on trying to do the same thing you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that they probably don't have a good, healthy support system. They probably don't have a lot of friendships that they're willing to do things for free. They need to pay them, right? You have friends and people who just genuinely want to help you. Yeah. I said I want to help you. I don't mind not being paid because I see the vision. And clearly, your other friends, they see the vision.
Yeah.
They want to see you succeed. And they're willing to put in the work and effort for free. May that I add again, for you to be able to grow and prosper. If you want to repay them back in the future, when you get up there, just work on building them up.
Yeah,
that's the best way I say. Build them up.
That's the goal. That's what I want to do.
Just build them up too, because they're there with you at the beginning. They weren't acting like some snakes in the grass. They weren't trying to talk bad about your name. They're over here trying to support you the best way they can.
Yeah.
And I even would love it too. And I'm pretty sure you probably do have somebody who probably does music. Who probably, yeah, bro, listen, I can make an intro for you. I can make a whole intro song for you. Like, just let me do it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you have tools at your disposal. You actually have the tools to literally create your form and then have it skyrocket.
Yeah.
Not say overnight, but shit, damn near, definitely for sure within the next 3 months.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah.
So you should definitely just go for it. Like you said, right? It's a pride thing. Don't let pride kick your own ass.
Yeah, exactly.
And plus you gotta shift it, right?
Yeah.
It's pride. You gotta keep pride in its own box and only let it out when it needs to be out.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you should do. You should make a whole skit on pride.
Pride.
That's what
Yeah.
you
I
should
mean,
do.
that'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. I would definitely do that. I'm gonna write that down for sure.
Definitely make a whole skit on pride, and then you know what? Watch that video over yourself, and then next thing you're like, damn, this actually really makes some sense here.
Yeah. Yeah. I got to. That's real.
Yeah, because that's what you should do too. Like anything that you feel like is hindering you in some way, you've been doing it. You're already doing it already through the past relationships that you've been to. Just do it stuff with that too. Shit, you can make a whole series of emotions for real.
At this point, I am the only one holding myself back because I know the type of content I need to put out. I know what everybody love. I have the help. It's just me now. So when I get over that, it's gonna be very soon. But when I get over that barrier, I'm gonna go crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah.
Because I want to walk on the red carpet. Like, yeah, I know this man.
Exactly.
I told him when he was down, and now he's up.
Yeah.
He's begging to drink and Kendrick Lamar. Straight up.
That would be crazy.
Not like us.
Yeah. That would be wild.
So you definitely need to do it though, for sure. Like once you do that though, get your realization in, and probably just sit down, talk to yourself in the mirror, like the whole conversation stuff in the mirror.
Yeah.
And just like just create have your inner thoughts in there. And shit, if you want to, you can make that into a skit too. Just having you and your conversation, what's holding yourself back. And then even though you're still in relationships, I mean, this is still really a relationship. It's a relationship within yourself. And it's just that could be more so even used as a motivational tool too.
Yeah.
So I definitely say you should definitely do it. 1000%.
It will be done.
Good, because I expect it.
Yep.
I would troll the shit out of you if I have to.
Hey man. I will not blame you, bro.
I got like 8 emails, nigga. I will do it. I'll make it happen for everyone.
I will make that happen, bro. I got to. Yeah.
All right. So, Amarii, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate having you on the pod. I definitely say I love the conversation we had, everything covered, and that if anybody wants to follow you and everything, where can they find you at?
You can find me on every platform at Amarii Usher. That's Amarii with 2 eyes and Usher. Every platform.
And he ain't talking about the real Usher, okay?
Yeah, nah.
So, yeah. He ain't gonna be on the profile pic with showing his abs and anything with a white button up teeth flying like this.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
But thank you so much for being on the pod, bro. If y'all like what y'all seen and y'all really want to enjoy more, make sure to go ahead and like and follow. Make sure to subscribe to as well, because this, like I said, this is Soul Sync Podcast. Stay synced up, and y'all have a nice one. Peace.